As part of this lecture, let me demonstrate how to set up Visual Studio Code on Windows 11. You should be able to follow similar instructions even in case of Windows 10. However, most of the Windows systems are now based on Windows 11, and hence you should be able to follow these instructions and set up VS Code on Windows 11. First, let's understand why we are setting up Visual Studio Code on Windows. For most of our courses, Visual Studio Code will be the IDE. I'll be using Visual Studio Code quite extensively. It will facilitate you to take our courses a bit more effectively. Visual Studio Code can be used to build applications using different programming languages such as Java, Python, Scala, etc. That being said, to get started, you can open your favorite browser. I'm using Edge here. If you want, you can use Chrome and take it further. Now you should be able to go to google.com. Then you should be able to search for VS Code. Let me select this one. Now you should be able to go here. You can see that it have automatically identified that I'm trying to install on Windows. That's why you are seeing a download for Windows. If you are using Mac, you will be seeing download for Mac. Also, VS Code is available on top of Ubuntu. If you are using Ubuntu, you might see similar information with respect to Ubuntu. Now on Windows, we just have to click on this. We don't need to change anything here. Then you can see that VS Code exe file is downloaded. Exe stands for executable. You should be able to use this exe file to set up VS Code on this Windows based machine. You can directly click on open file, or you can click on this one to go to that file in Explorer. You can see that I'm in the Explorer, and you can see VS Code exe file is automatically selected. You just need to double click on this to take care of installing VS Code on this machine. Let's wait until the pop-up comes up, and then we'll take it further. As of now, the installation is not started yet. However, it is complaining saying that this user installer is not meant to be run as an administrator. If you would like to install VS Code for all users in the system, download the system installer instead from code.visualstudio.com. Are you sure you want to continue? You can click on OK. You can click on I accept the agreement, then click on next. You can click on next. Click on next. Let's make sure we review these things. Let me deselect this one. I want to make sure it is added to the path, and hence I will select this even if it is not selected. In case if you wanted to have a icon on your desktop, you can select it and take it further. I typically don't place these things on top of my desktop, and hence let me go ahead and click on next here. Then let me click on install. It will take care of installing VS Code on this Windows based machine. Let's wait until installation is done, then we'll take it further. Now the installation is done. You can select it so that VS Code is launched once you click on finish. Let me click on finish here. VS Code should be launched without any issue. This is how you should be able to set up VS Code on your Windows based machine. We'll be using it as and when it is required in our courses.